In this lesson, we're going to be using transversals to solve for x. Right, so we're pulling up some of that algebra from last year, right? So we're solving for x using our transversals. So first, real quick, to solve an equation for x, these are the 5 steps. Now, most of the equations you're going to have to solve in this problem will only use 3 through 5. You might have to do 1 and 2 sometimes, but always double check. So real quick, I will give you a little review here. So let's say we have this equation, right? So if we look at step one is to distribute. You only distribute if you have something like this, 2 times something, right? That's when you distribute. So we don't have that, so we're going to skip that. Next one is to combine like terms. Remember, like terms are numbers that have the same variables or both don't have a variable. When you do that, it has to be on the same side of the equal sign. So if we look at ours, I've got a 3x minus 5, those are not the same, and 10x plus 6, those are not the same. So I can't do step 2 either. So I'm going to start with step 3, which is move the variables together, right? So my variables are 3x and 10x. So I'm going to move one of them to the other. Generally, it's better to move the smaller one, but it doesn't matter which one you pick. Just remember, to move it, you have to do the opposite of what it is. So I have a positive 3x, so I'm going to minus 3x from 10x, right? These cancel. Negative 5 comes down. 10x minus 3x is 7x, and then you have plus 6 on the end. Step 4 is to add or subtract. So when you do that, you're looking at the number adding or subtracting the x, and you want to pick opposite of what we have. We have a plus 6, so opposite is to minus 6. Negative 5 minus 6 is negative 11. And then 7x just comes down. And the equal sign comes down. Step 5 is to multiply or divide. So you look at x. 7 is multiplying. Opposite of multiply is to divide. Alright, so those cancel. I have x on this side. Over here, you want to simplify that. So put it in Desmos calculator. See what you get. I already know that this does not simplify, so that is my answer. So that's a little review of solving equations. So if you follow these steps, you'll be good. So let's go on to one of these. So here's our first problem. We want to solve this for x. So first thing you do is identify which angle pair this is. Right, so these are corresponding. And I know corresponding angles are congruent, right, where they're the same. So that means 12x plus 3 equals 11x plus 9. So I'm going to write 12x plus 3 equals 11x plus 9. Right? So that's how we set it up. Once you set it up, you solve for x, just like we did before. All right, so we check our steps. Step 1 is distribute. Can't do that. Combine like terms. No, can't do that. So move a variable. So I'm going to move one of the variables. So I'm going to move 11. The opposite of positive 11 is minus 11. Right? Cancels. I get 12 minus 11 is 1x. Plus 3 comes down, equal comes down, 9 comes down. Right. Next step is to add or subtract. So right now I have a plus 3. Opposite of plus is minus. Cancel out. X equals 6. Once x is alone, you're done. So x equals 6 here. Right. So then let's try the next one. So here we're trying to solve this for x. I'm getting rid of that. X plus 75 and x plus 125. So again, first thing is to identify the angle pair. These are consecutive interior, right? And then those are supplementary, or they add up to 180, right? So this angle plus this angle equals 180 degrees. So I'm going to write an equation. So take the first angle and the second angle, right, and put a plus sign in between them, and an equals 180 at the end, right? So when they're supplementary, add the two together and make them equal to 180, right? So now we're going to solve our equation. Step 1 is distribute. I don't have anything to distribute, so I'll go to step 2, which is combine like terms. Now that I do have, right? My like terms, I have x plus x is 2x. And I have 75 plus 125, right? If I add those, I get 200. And then equal 180 will come down. Right, so I combined my like terms. I'm going to see if I need to move a variable. In step 3, I do not have a variable to move because I only have 1 to x. So I'll skip to step 4, which is to add or subtract. I need to subtract 200 from both sides, leaving me with 2x equals negative 20. Right. Then step 5 is to multiply or divide. Right. The opposite of multiply by 2 is to divide by 2, leaving us with x equals negative 10. There we go. Right. So I'll keep going. I'll do a couple more examples here. Step 1, angle pair. These are corresponding, and corresponding angles are congruent. So angle equals angle. So 44x plus 2 equals 45x. Right? So solve for x using the steps. Distribute, no. Like terms, no. Move a variable, yes. I do need to move a variable. I'm going to minus the 44x from this side and put it on the other side. So 2 equals 45 minus 44 is 1x. And that's x is by itself, so we can stop right there. So x is 2 for this one. And this last one here, I'll do one more. We've got consecutive interior, and they add to 180. So I'll take the 3x plus 20 plus the 2x equals 180. Right. Solve for x with the 5 steps. So distribute, nope. Combine like terms, yes. 3x and 2x makes 5x plus 20 and equal 180 come down. 4 is add or subtract. Right, I do need to subtract my 20 from both sides of the equal sign. 5x equals 160. Divide by 5, divide by 5. X equals 34. There we are. If you have any questions, you can reach me on Remind, or we can make an appointment to do a Google Meet if you need to do that.